to set the bar. Try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Josh Rosen, the 10th overall pick taken in 2018 out of UCLA.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he finds McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all your stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. And he finds Corey Davis. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10 now from the 27. The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start with a give to Connor. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Connor, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Switch it. Come on.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And they move this all the way down to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Intended receiver Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Second and 9 now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's third and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
12 yards there and a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way. He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, it's Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Rosen. On the left side, it's McDonald. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The end result, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now back to throw.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Smith catches left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get this. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kamale Correa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They're going to look to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
60 Pittsburgh. You get rock me. You get rock me.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it is flushed to his left.
Come on, set, 50, plant. 50's a mic, 50's a mic.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, man.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen to the right side and complete to Washington. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll look to run with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Come on.
Get it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Taywan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Rosen will throw. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And now here's Switzer the target, and he's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now it's Rosen looking. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Rosen to throw again. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
On the ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.